Hello everyone, Agion here, another Grey Goo Replay. Spawn on the north side as the humans, we have Parture. Spawn on the south side as the beta, we have Tokip. Just a bit of a disclaimer. Recently, I have been casting a lot of Grey Goo recordings, and that's mainly because there's not many good replays out there at the moment. Ever since the tournament, there's just not that much activity on the game, so there's not much replays on the tabs. So what I'm asking, if you have a good replays, please send it to me. It's been a bit hard trying to find actually getting good replays. Primarily all the top level replays, or at least high in ELO, if that's the proper term in this case, is involving Parture, because Parture plays the crap out of this game. I'm just going to say, Parture probably plays the most out of this game out of anybody in the community. I don't see any replays involving the other higher level people. I think ever since Dawn of War came out, people have been moving to that, but Dawn of War itself hasn't been doing as good. In fact, Company Heroes 2 has been maintaining a larger community than Dawn of War 3, which is actually a huge surprise. Dawn of War 3 did have some hiccups. The multiplayer is not exactly designed all that well, or because the games just get awfully stale. I'm pretty sure that's the primary problem. There's pretty much just in the core lane. While in Company Heroes 2, there's plenty of variety of maps, so the game doesn't get stale. Plus, with the doctrines, the game really does not get that stale unless the meta becomes stale, which it sort of has, but not as bad as how Dawn of War 3. Either way, let me just go ahead and start casting the game now, with after that bit of a rant. And oh good, my microphone is on. I've been doing that a bit recently, not turning on my microphone. We got dual refinery plus one factory. Over here we got 3 refinery. So far, both of them going for ego build. I've been finding replays where a bunch of new people, which I don't mind being new people. It's not exactly good for replay to cast when they only build 1 or 2 extractors the entire game, versus the opponent who has late game 6 to 8. That's what I've been finding recently. Oh, looks like both sides just now starting to macro up. Got 2 factories plus a refinery. So perhaps he's going for a little bit of both. 3rd refinery over here. That's now almost complete. And I'm just going to go ahead and fast forward another minute or so because they're both just building up forces at the moment. Here we go, we got a significant amount of build up. We do got some units being built. Looks like those are the fresh units off the line. More tridents right here. Interesting enough, he chose going for a lot of tridents, mainly because he wants something a bit tankier to deal with commandos. Oh, we got quite a bit of factories coming up. No attachments. Still only 3 refinery. Do got a hangar. They're currently in production of Stratus. We do have the air attachments, so we could go for some warbirds. We got this large factory now coming on down, and a significant amount of refinery. As you can see in this replay, Parture is what, rank 17? His opponent is somewhere ranked in 200s, and this is pretty much the highest level replay I can find at the moment. You can see Parture loves his economy. His opponent, in comparison, not so much. 3 refineries in comparison to 7. So just based on that, I think Parture's going to have hands down going to win. Even though the timer's running on for 21 minutes, Parture's probably going to continue expanding his production and all of that. A very slow, methodical type build, where his opponent, with a small amount of economy, will just be slowed down. You have Hellshums can move and shoot. You got some Valance coming on out. Looks like a very infinite build queue with 2 full tridents and some various, including Valance and Gladys. This one, tridents and Gladys. This one, just more tridents. This force here should be able to win out. Yeah, they're on attack move, so we will be able to fight it and not just go past. And this reinforcements was pretty much just saying, nope, you won't get past. Relatively even trades. And dead. You got this wall segment here. Wall segment just here to stall. Looks like the rocks have been cleared up. You got some artillery now being built. Nope, he's going to go for the aggression. Which is probably his best choice, seeing he's already way out ecoed. He does have 2 economy refineries right here, so maybe did he have those down before? Yeah, either way. Still has a little less economy than Parture. Parture still has the 7 refineries. You do, in fact, also have a silo, perhaps for a tech upgrade. I'm guessing stealth harvesters. I've seen him go quite a bit for that one. He could go for extractor refineries. Do got another extractor being deployed down. Oh, here's an 8th one here. We got these refinery lines will be harassed, though there is a significant attacking force heading to his opponent also. You got some warbirds now coming on out. Ooh, very good option to take out that Valiant first. It allows the artillery to do full splash damage. More economy being sent on the front line. Actually, this player, not bad game sense. He's actually started to pay a little, while slightly out of pace eco. He does have some warbirds to help snipe those Valants. So he does have to deal with this army. He could just push forward and perhaps force an army to come back. But we do have some howitzers there, so this army will be cleaned up shortly. May see some longbow upgrades. Massive damage from the all the howitzers. Just down to the few units, and they get obliterated. We got some warbirds coming for more attacking rounds to clean up the Valants. We got some hailstones for splash damage, and so this replay is actually not going to be half bad. There's been a bit a higher tick of higher level replays this week. For the last couple weeks, not so much. Note, I do not care if you are low level people and sending me a replay. All I'm just looking for is a good show. Say use an unusual unit, such as the big pushback unit of the beta. Use the use Tempest light artillery from the Goo. Use I'm not exactly sure what weird meta strats are available for the humans. Something involving aircraft, I guess. Just something. I'm fine with a good show, regular game, a good show with unusual game. Because I remember casting, somebody submitted me a replay, a couple years ago, involving the showcase of pretty much the light artillery upgrade for the Tempest. It was quite funny. Not exactly the strongest of strategies, but can be quite funny. Effective against beta, not so much against humans. You got engagement here. You got some howitzers here. You got some hailstorms here, howitzers here. Looks like there's more of a ground army for the beta player. And in fact, his howitzers are starting to get hit by the howitzers. His hailstorms are getting hit by the howitzers. You got some more economy by Parture now being set up. I see some, at least a extractor. And we do got a huge amount of howitzers by the human player. He's trying to take out the extractor. He should just focus on the howitzers. We'll pick off one, but huge barrage there will wipe out quite a bit of them. Predators are moving forward. He will probably start sniping out these howitzers quite quickly at the moment, but they're severely damaged. And there goes that force. Man, these guys are very low on health, and that's all he really needs. He can just still use them. And we will have the repair subroutines for the frontline units. Additionally, we also have the longbows attack air and ground, monitors gain stealth, harvesters gain stealth. This force is too large to scream in units such as that. He does have a good amount of warbirds to hit. He needs to focus on the longbows first or get the air pad repairs. Very nice. He's actually going for the longbows first, or at least a couple of them. Yeah, he did lose one of the longbows, well, one warbirds, but he will kill off all the longbows so they can quickly rearm up and then go in for another strafing run. Note, if you use the attack move order, they will rearm and immediately go out to the position. Looks like he will lose another one. There's another longbow there. He starts focus firing it, but he just did not have enough mass to take him out. He does have only one warbird left. Not sure why he's force firing the ground right there. Oh no, that was definitely they're attacking the sensor mines. And there is some Valents here. Valents are very powerful versus artillery. Just prevent that splash damage. Parture has sending in a stream of units. His opponent is starting to struggle keeping up. One of these extractors that was taken out needs to reestablish that. He does have a bit of flank force to try and take back up the economy. While this is a huge army to step, he is actually displacing his opponent's army, which is actually quite good for him. Gives him time to rebuild, but he's just move ordering these units, not attack move order. The avalanche is sustaining a lot of fire, and will eventually get cleaned up. We'll take out one of the howitzers, but largely not worth it. We've got some lancers being mixed in. Lancers will be a very good tanky unit. They're not very good versus units, however, because look how long it takes out for something that expensive, or a 500 unit cost. Do we see a teleporter? We do not. The teleporter may be a good flanking opportunity to head straight for the base. Or just even just teleport in right here, take out this refining line. In comparison, let's go ahead and bring up the resource tab. Parture has actually sustained a slight lead, but ever so slight. Looks like this extractor will get cleaned up. We've got more extractors being set up by Parture. He has a lot of extractors at the moment. So he can actually afford to send all this cannon fodder towards his opponent because he's doing enough damage that they're actually doing quite good. He could set up a howitzer line right here and just start picking off any units that are coming forward. And his opponent does not know about these extractors because of the stealth oh, he knows about this one. Because of the stealth harvesters. Plus the stealth harvesters give him quite a bit of vision, passive vision throughout the area. This extractor just now went down. This extractor is about to go down. The refinery itself is down. Fighters are moving forward. He needs to keep them on the move order. Since they can move and shoot, they can need to just take out as many hells as possible. He did get quite a bit of them in that run. You have the Stalker Sniper upgrade. Stalker Sniper upgrade is good for flanking opportunities. The DPS is still relatively the same, if not, if they take a DPS hit. But he's able to sneak around and then initiate a barrage, taking out the howitzers. Holy crap. Now this is what Parture does. He just mass expands. And with the stealth harvester and extractors are free, his opponent will be having trouble to keep up economy now. Yeah, in just a short amount of time, he's already down about 10,000. And extractors are taking it up just to slow him down. And you can't really send individual units because he's attacking from the primary angle of approach. In comparison also with population, we got 90 to 180, and there's no epic unit being built. So that's straight up combat units pretty much ready. And look, Predator just getting picked off by all these howitzers. Well, he did miss that one. Nice little flanking force. He will pick off some of these backline units, but there's no more howitzers left there to pick. This avalanche will kill off all the rest of the howitzers. And now he actually has a bit of a force himself, but there's a huge force right here. And boy, I'm thirsty. Nearby? Nope, I don't. My throat's just dry, so it's hard for me to actually keep any good train of thought going because my throat's very dry at the moment. There you go. We do got the snipers coming in forward. Do pick off one of the howitzers. We'll pick off another one and another. There's just too many forces right here. Plus, he's starting to lose this on this front because he's sending forces over here. Ever since he lost his extractor line, he's been really hurt for economy. We'll be making use of the bush advantage. And he has managed to secure these 4 extractors on this line. That alone will just, not only that his opponent will have less resources to expand right there if he were to actually clear it out, and assume he can actually afford the extractors, he's getting so much economy of his own. A forward repair pad, desperate but possible. It'll take too long to build, however. There's this force here. Yeah, it just looks like Parture's going to win. He has to say no, solid lead. Prepare pad. Nice try, but won't work out. Lancers, since they do have 6 armor, they can withstand quite a bit of fire, as you can see here. And since of the Stalker sniper upgrade, they actually do a little bit better versus the 6 armor than compared to regular fire. Against 3 armor, they already have 3 armor penetration, so that never really mattered. I like the uses of the avalanches. They do quite a bit. They pretty much take out any unit except for the Lancer in 1 hit. Though you just probably need to combo it up with the avalanche move and shoot upgrade. If we do got this mass assault over here, we'll destroy this extractor line. In fact, there's not much catalyst left here. Catalyst down to half here. This is dry. Looks like Tokip, I think, has called in the GG. This is Agion saying thank you for watching and signing off.